gentlemen, welcome back to the My 2020 pod. It's been a while, but we are back for the holiday season. The boys, the My 2020 gang, with our special guest, a.k.a. the part-time passport bros, a.k.a. the Misters almost on time. I got a little situation today, but we always be here. And before we start, we'd like to introduce our special guest. Let her introduce herself.
Hi, my name is Caitlin. I don't know, better known as Katie, I guess. That's what my friends call me.
Okay.
I guess that's it. What else y'all want me to say?
You can tell us a little something about yourself.
We don't need to know your occupation.
Yeah, you don't need to know all that.
But you know, like
your favorite color.
Yeah, like
I don't know. I'm a girl that got a whole bunch of guys as friends. There you go.
All right.
Yeah,
She the homie.
All
I'm the
right.
homie. Like, yeah, I'm the homie.
Call
I'm
it
the
that.
homie.
There
Call
you
it
go.
that.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are back from a kind of a long hiatus. Not really a hiatus, just life been lifing.
OD.
Yeah,
For
you
a
know. But the boys are back, and we're happy to be joined with every one of you. And I just wanted to start before we kick this off. I just want to ask everybody, how y'all doing? It's
So
been a while.
since you knew, we have you know. I hope you remember how we do this.
Mhm.
I know.
Mental health,
Mm-hmm.
1 to 10. What it's like right now.
10 being the highest.
10 being
I'm
high.
going to say a strong 8.5.
Damn, I like
Yeah,
that.
8.5.
We like that. We
Yeah.
like that.
praising
Anything?
every
Any
day.
reason
Yeah,
Just
behind
life
it?
is
Yeah.
good.
I don't want to say life is good, but the path that I'm on to make my life good, that's what
It's
I'm like,
good.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to that journey. I'm excited for it. So, given what I came from the last 2 years, because life was, it was life in them last 2 years. But,
Mhm.
the fact that I am in the mental health space that I am now, I'm good. I'm good. I'm
Okay.
happy.
All right. Let her hear that.
Kids good. Everybody good.
Hey,
What you want, bro?
What you on, bro?
Probably a 7.5.
Mhm.
You know,
Not bad.
I'm good. Could be better.
Absolutely.
I feel like it was just January,
Yeah, you know.
and now
we're
it's
approaching
about
the
to
end
be
of the year,
Christmas,
bro.
and I'm just like, I wish I was on some Doctor Strange shit where I could just like,
Fam.
all right, I'm about to
Around
slow
real
down
quick.
time real
Fam,
quick. But
I went on a cruise this year. I thought that shit was last year. Time is just
bro,
Moving.
it's
moving.
like hourglass sand. It's just like trickling away, and it's like, when the year started, you got goals. I looked at my goals so far. I did most of them, and it's like, that's why I'm at a 7.5. Cause it's like,
feel you.
fuck, like, yo, where the fuck did the year go?
Yeah,
No
man.
time and shit.
So,
like
yeah.
the
Definitely
president.
flew.
All right. I think I'm at a 6.5.
Ooh.
Yeah, 6
Well,
point.
you
What's happening,
you
bro?
had a good
I've
amount.
been life been
Well,
life.
yeah, life been life.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
So
You have
it's
to get
getting
into it if
better.
you want,
Yeah, I'm straight. I'm
Yeah.
straight. It's getting better. Funds came back, so I recouped everything. We'll talk about it. My grind, my gears, and shit.
Right.
Yeah, but life is good. The parts that's supposed to be good is good. Peace. Everything else is straight for me. It'll go back up eventually. So
I'm also about a 6.5, but that's only just because life been lifing. That's
Damn.
just what it is, but it's stable and it's
Okay.
copacetic. And much like what you said, I think about this year and the goals I set, and the majority of them, I've done it. I've set new goals coming for the next year. It's just like you said, I can't believe we're there already. It's like time is just flowing.
2 weeks, man.
Yeah, man. But we move.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's the thing. Maybe that's like time is just flowing. So I'm repeating myself at this point, but 6.5. I guess y'all know that's my stability, just because it not only does it keeps me grounded, but it keeps me alert,
Mhm.
which is not always good, but it also keeps me like, all right, I have to do these things.
Prepared and shit.
Prepared,
Yeah.
for the worst, good or bad.
Got it.
Always prep, for the worst and be happy for the best. But always stay prepared,
all right, bet. So
Yes.
what's been grinding your gear?
What has been grinding you? Yo, me or
I think
let's
he
start off
should-
with that. No,
I
let's
think
start.
you
should-
No, I'm the
let's start off
finale.
with you.
I'm the finale.
You the
Here, I
finale?
guess you have to go.
What grinds my gear?
Yeah.
So
Something
la-
this week, something.
I mean, okay, so I'm the friend that I would per se that, people feel comfortable talking to me because I'm very honest, get straight to the point. I'm not a procrastinator. I'm a problem solver. It's like, okay, you come to me with a problem, we gonna solve this, right? But lately, I've been feeling like it's been too much. Like,
I know what she means too.
it's not like, you know what it is? My heart is so big that I want to help my friends. I really want to be there for them, but sometimes it's like,
You gotta help yourself, man.
it's not even helping. It's like mentally, I don't want to deal with that right now.
I got a quick question.
Go ahead.
I feel like I've been hearing this a lot recently in my life. So I want to know, what is your outlet with your friends? Like, how do you get your shit off with your
Is it
friends?
reciprocated? Is the question.
So when it comes to me and my friends, literally, it's not more so say like I'm looking for them to solve my problem. It's literally I'm a person that like when I'm upset, I need to just get it out.
Yeah.
I can't hold things in. I'm not one that's gonna like keep my emotions to myself. I feel like I gotta let it out, let somebody know, regardless of what you say, I'm gonna listen to it, but it doesn't matter what you say, but just hear me, let me get it out. I'm fine after that. And then I'm gonna muster up what's best off of whatever I heard you say. I'm not gonna say, 'cause I don't be listening to everything people say, but like, hey, and solve that problem that I do have. But apparently lately, it's like my friends come to me with problems, and even my family, like they come with all these problems, and then you suggest things, and they completely just shut you out, and then they come back with the same problem over and over.
Bruh,
and it
I'm
becomes,
gonna say it. I'm sorry to cut you off.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't do that.
My boy
but,
feeling it.
Right.
Nah, but look, niggas with depression, I love them.
Oh, man.
I'm there for them. But they be on some
That's where we
selfish
going?
shit when it comes to time sometimes. They call you at the weirdest time to talk about their problems. I'm not trying to say it's that there's never like a time that like you always want to be there. But bruh, I literally had this like everything she's saying. Literally had this family member going through it. Talk to this person. Offer, I try not to offer advice anymore because, like she said, no one ever follows it. I just offer perspective. Well, you can do it this way, or you can do it that way. Next thing I know, nothing's changed. And I'm at the bottom, and I got to find to dig my way out. And now this person is calling me back with the same problem we talked about 3 months ago.
That's
Bruh.
annoying.
Yeah, it's annoying, but I got into this habit of saying, like, listen, whatever you about to tell me right now, you got one shot. After that, I want to hear it again. And that's it. Don't call me. Call somebody else. Figure it out. Because it's the same answer I give you right now. It's the same answer I'm going to give you if you come to me with the same problem. Yeah. And I feel like with people, I say you got to be problem solvers. We all going to have problems. And the way you maneuver around it is what shows your strength. And I keep telling people, like, yo, if you got the same problem, you claim you tried all these ways, you had the same results. Clearly, it's not, like, stop blaming other people for the decisions that you make. Make better ones. Make different ones. Like,
simple.
We can't keep doing this. Like, I'm not doing this no more. Like, just
how do you
wrap it up.
Wrap
it up.
So how do you, how do I ask this question? Basically, if you do get somebody that keeps asking you like the same for advice for the same thing.
I literally say this. Don't call my phone again with this problem. And this is me saying in the nicest way possible. I don't want to hurt your feelings. Right. At this point, whatever you say, I'm either going to not listen or I'm not going to care.
Yeah.
Find someone else to do it.
Right.
It ain't going to be
me. It feels like you're just wasting my time. Like
I said, I'm very open with my friends. Right. I'm not the friend that's going to muster stuff up. I'm not the friend that they're going to be like, oh, Caitlin said this. No. I'm going to tell you and I'm going to tell our other friends what I said too because you're not going to mix my words up. Right. I know what I said.
We're not playing telephone.
We're not playing that. Like,
right.
I said what I said and I said what I said. And that's just
right.
If you don't
so
like
you're not
it,
going to construe my words or something.
If you don't like it, I come back and apologize and say, listen, what I did say, I said it. I might have said it better, but I still mean it.
There's no good way to say the truth.
Yeah.
There's ways to coddle people to tell them the truth.
Stop coddling people.
But you see how
it depends on the person.
It depends on the person because you have to know how to manage your friends.
But even
I
with
have
that
some
person,
friends that I have to be super nice with, and then there's some friends that I just.
You could just tell them. I love them.
Even with the nice friends, right? Even you have to admit that
have
at
to
some
tell
point
them.
you gotta just go.
They
You
gotta
gotta
take
switch it from nice to just telling it like it is, because you've been telling that same friend that's like super sensitive the same thing for all this time to the point it's like,
What
yo,
the fuck?
this is what it is now. I don't know how much how nice I could put it to you.
Yeah, I'm not, and I ain't one that's gonna keep ignoring you. Like,
Right.
Some people have this tendency of thinking like ignoring your friends is gonna work. Nah, it's not gonna work. They're gonna start. I don't want them
Shout out
to
to
ever
mental
think
illness.
anything differently than what I believe my opinion is.
crazy.
Like, I'm gonna tell you what it is. I ain't answering you. If you call me back, I'm not answering. Because right now I don't want to deal with that. Check me in next week. Next week. We're gonna try this again
Let
next
me
week.
refresh.
Right.
I need to recharge mentally. And then, I got into this thing like, listen, before you come with your complaints, ask me if I'm in a mental headspace to want to hear what you got to say.
Like, how are you doing?
Right.
You know?
Don't just say.
Sometimes they
They'll
put
go
Tell me
straight
why.
to the- Yeah.
It's
They'll
not-
go
tell
straight
I'm
me
like,
why.
good morning,
Right.
good afternoon.
How are you?
How
Like,
are you?
Before I do this.
what
Like,
you eat
what are we
today,
doing here?
something.
Like,
sheesh. All right.
but yeah. So that grinds my
Good.
gears.
Right.
The problems is
What's
overbearing.
grinding my gears? Other than terrible drivers who
Oh, here we go.
Think they in the
Let
right.
him get his shit off, man.
to the
He-
person because I don't want to call him a B. Fam. To this old lady, fam, who thought it was smart to make a legal turn and fuck up my car,
Yeah.
and her car got away easy, fam. Kiss my ass, kiss my trunk of my baby, fam.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. to my baby. Been riding with me since 2016.
Wow, that was a good run.
Never broke down on me and shit.
Been through some shit.
Been through some shit. Oh, I miss my baby. But
It's all right.
she really thought she was in the right, fam. It's fucking
They
crazy.
always they're gonna always say they're in the right because
I can't.
Yeah.
I can't.
Motherfuckers can't drive.
motherfuckers can't drive.
I'm not even gonna say women, but in that moment, women prove.
That's why I said
I'm a driver.
motherfuckers.
But that was like a proof. That right there was just like, fam, this
Let's
is
just say
why.
old people, because all old people can't drive.
It's not
Nah,
only old people though.
It's not old people. It's a lot of situations where I be in the car and somebody be like, "It's a woman, right?" And I be like,
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
I will say this: I'm a
I think
CDL driver. A lot of
a lot of female drivers is bad for me.
I'm not gonna say all that. I'm just gonna say the majority of incidents that I have witnessed,
Female drivers.
most of the time,
It's okay. Say it.
involve the opposite.
I'll say it
sex.
for you. Female drivers.
You know,
All
You
right.
good. We know you good. I know you good.
let's
I
not
ain't
do
gotta
that-
worry about
Let's
you.
not do that to her.
I'm not attacking you.
You're
I'm
the
just
exception,
saying.
not the
Listen,
rule.
I'm not-
I don't take it as an attack.
I'm just talking about the
general,
one female who fucked my shit up, fam.
All right. So
old female. We gotta
My other, I just got
She's
one
also
more.
old too. Go
I
ahead.
just got one more girl on my guess.
Go for it.
I got beef with both y'all niggas. And
Oh,
shit.
we talking about beef?
we got beef.
if
How
it's
dare
about
you.
something that we were supposed to watch, I don't want to.
No,
hear
no, no,
about this, bro.
no. It's
I
not
hope
that.
he brings up something we were supposed to watch.
No,
I
it's
pray
not.
He brings up something
It's
that we're
not.
supposed to watch.
What?
It's not. Relax.
What is it? How you have beef with two
I
niggas?
miss our time going to the gym together, fam.
No facts.
okay,
I feel
fair,
the same
fair.
way.
Yeah.
I'm mad at you, and I know I can't be mad at you because you got work and shit, and you get off too late
I
for us
wanna
to
hear
go to the
what-
gym.
I want to hear what you got to say.
I'm sorry. I
You
go to the
can't-
gym by myself now.
Okay.
It's much harder to
I do
motivate
the same
myself
thing.
without
Ty.
y'all niggas there. and
Ty.
shit. I know. I can't be mad.
see work.
But I'm still mad at
Yeah.
You
y'all.
see work.
niggas.
I be
it's-
feeling for you, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
I meant
be
to call you today to hit the gym, but I had other shit to deal with. But I can still be mad at y'all niggas
It's
for this
holiday
shit.
season, bro.
I don't
Like,
Yeah,
care.
man.
I don't care. We got time.
Nah,
January.
we gonna get back into it. I've been doing my
January.
own thing too. It's not the same. Like I'm still as intense, mostly because that's another.
I'm
goal.
challenging myself
Bro.
now,
Yeah,
like
you
with
know.
heavier weights and everything.
I be
But
lit
all in
up.
all, if y'all niggas not there, sometimes it's
I don't even, bro.
it's different.
No, and with all love, just knowing what you go through, I don't even think about calling you just because I know like
Oh,
he's
nah,
tired.
I don't care.
I see it every
he
day.
is tired.
It's
I don't know if
crazy.
he's
I
getting
will
home
never
at, like,
worry about him to
9
go to the
o'clock.
gym. It's impossible
You
for me
know?
to ever be like, yo, Chad, what the hell are you doing? Let's go. I can't because I know what the
Bro.
job looks like right now. It's
I'm
it's
not
hell
still
on
think-
earth.
I
Yeah,
still hear
that's
about
a fact.
she who should not be named, and I'm not even
Voldemort.
there anymore.
Goddamn,
Bro,
Voldemort,
Listen,
fam.
man.
Voldemort.
The
bro.
Marge sisters
Voldemort.
is about to leave the building, fam.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, we'll talk about that
Alright,
later.
well,
I
yeah.
told you.
We'll talk
We'll
about that
talk-
later.
we'll-
Yeah,
might
we'll
have
talk
to
about
go,
it later. We'll
yeah.
talk about it later.
Yo,
But-
listen, January, all right?
I got you.
You know, New
I'm
Year,
just
New
saying.
Me.
I
But
need to
I
be
will
running in
say-
the cold with y'all niggas.
I
real
will.
quick. I
see,
gotta get
was
the
about to
lungs
say,
up.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
still go to the park.
I want to call you like, yo, on Thursdays, you want to like go to the park? Cause
If
I
y'all
feel
want to
like,
work out outside,
yeah,
I'm down.
I'm with the shit.
I'm
Too.
with
You know, I still go, bro.
you trying to work out?
Not outside. She said,
I don't know about that.
Life be life, man.
Life.
Oh, so what was grinding my gears? I'm gonna say was kind of spinning off what you said. So as a person that loves luxurious cars, fast cars, and I can't stand people that can't drive them, especially if you buy them. So Michael B. Jordan again.
Wait, what happened? What happened?
I'll show you after. Bro, he was racing he was in a Ferrari, racing a Ferrari. They're going straight down. Just think they're going straight down the street, right? And you just see this man swerve off and come back, and he tears up the whole side of his car.
He did.
And it's like,
What was
and
you
then his
doing?
excuse
it was like
his
watching
excuse
Family
was,
Guy, bro.
I got my foot stuck. Like, bro, you're driving this expensive ass, fast ass car,
Bro.
and this is the predicament you put yourself
Talk
in.
How
about
you
what
get
he
your
did.
foot
Talk
stuck?
about what he did afterwards.
He
He ran.
Like,
ran
he
away.
ran?
He just hopped out the whip and just started.
like everybody didn't see that.
Who car was it?
It was his car.
So what are you
Bro,
running
it was
away
like
from?
watching. It was like watching a scene
This
from.
sure ain't
Idiot,
gonna go
bro.
up.
It was like a spoof from fucking Fast and Furious, bro.
Bro,
Wasn't that? Didn't Talladega Nights do that shit? He just ran away
he
from it.
just got in the car. Just
Like he won the
Roman-
race by running to the finish line
Bro,
or some
he's
shit.
a jackass.
no. He didn't run for the finish line. He just ran away
No,
from the scene.
Yeah, he crashed his
He
car.
just
and ran
crashed
away
his
from the
car. He
scene.
knew.
That's
oh,
not how
shit.
Jersey do, bro.
He's a jackass, bro.
Yeah, he's crazy.
He's a jackass.
The Ferrari.
That's one. And what's my other one? I don't know. New York is just in a wild state right now,
Yo,
and I'm just trying to survive. So
this
Yeah,
is foul.
tolls.
I don't want to say New
tolls
York
for
is
New
grinding
York.
my gears.
Tolls for New York.
Everything.
Bronx collapsing. Just
Yeah.
the roads just.
That was
bro.
wild.
That
you
was
know,
wild.
well,
I
that's
couldn't
my job.
imagine.
deal
Oh,
with that stuff.
really?
Mhm.
shit.
So,
What happened? No,
well, I don't work with that borough, so
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
kind of good.
We
in
don't,
a
we don't
sense.
deal with the boogie down.
But you know,
They said
I'm in
that,
Manhattan, and like what these things, like we had collapses in Manhattan too, and the parking garage
Sheesh.
fell. It's
Oh
crazy.
yeah, last
Really?
year.
Yeah,
Oh
yo,
no, that
That's
was
just
earlier this
crazy.
year, right?
I worked
yeah,
during
we-
during that wreckage. I was doing work out there. It was like crazy. Like it's trying to drive a commercial vehicle during that time when that parking lot collapsed. Was like hell on
It
earth.
was
There was
insane.
there was a standstill like
Shit, wow.
every other block.
Yeah, New York City, they got to
It's
get it
wild.
together.
Too many
That's
problems.
what
That's
I'm
what I'm
saying.
saying.
They got to get it together.
It's going backwards right now. It's on some late
Gotta
70s,
get-
early 80s shit.
Yeah, they got to get it together.
So,
Yeah.
again, if they, well, I will say this. I don't know if this is going to happen, but if they were to, like, okay sex work next year, I'll be like, you know what? That's kind of like where we're at right
Bro,
now. Like,
Leave your
From-
body.
Bro,
Leave
from
your
the amount
body.
I'm hearing some of these sex workers are making, I'm considering it.
oh, my God.
I am considering it.
Special K on the court.
Special K on the court. It's not even gonna be on no like crazy
Yo.
shit. It's just gonna be on some like
Nah.
like cause like you know they got like it's not only
I know there's, like, different, like,
artists in different crafts. They ain't
ways to
just
go
always
about
just
that shit, but,
sex.
bro,
Specialties and
you gotta, nah.
Let me hang on,
That's a-
hang on.
that's a
Before we
different
continue on,
type
let me
of
just say I ain't
content, my
copping no
brother.
one's OnlyFans. I'm just saying.
I
times are
mean,
tough.
you could probably do
Times
OnlyFans
is
and do
tough.
nothing sexual, bro, and make some bread.
Bro, no, this
You
is
got
true.
nice feet?
I actually do. I think I do.
I don't think
I get
people
pedicles
would-
and shit.
I don't think they
wanna
want the
see
feet.
men's feet.
You,
I don't think they
You'd
wanna
be
see-
surprised.
you know, you
There's-
guys think that
there's a lot of fetishes out
weird
here,
women,
bro. I take
just
care of
like
my
there's a lot of
body.
weird men
I thought
with
it was-
money.
oh.
So let's not sleep on it.
Got
These
it.
old women,
Manicure
sugar
feet
mama,
and
sugar
shit.
daddies. I mean, come on. They got people that's out there.
Bro.
Just say, yo, you want the C special or the K special?
Nah. That's wild.
And to that point, let's go to what grinds my gears right now. So before I get into what grinds my gears, this is all dependent on
The response?
someone's response. I'm not gonna talk to you because I trust you,
It's you.
Ty.
It's
What's
you.
your problem?
It has to be you.
What's your problem?
What did you do now?
I
Did you-
don't
hey,
know.
hey, hang on, shit.
I don't
Hang on,
do
hang on,
shit.
I'm about
At
to
this
tell you.
point,
I'm-
what
let me
don't he
let-
do?
let me ask you-
Right,
That's
right,
a good
right.
question, right?
You watched the raid?
No.
All right, so you know what grinds my gears?
When you
God.
tell people to watch
When you
things
tell
and they don't.
when you got a binge god, right?
That's true.
And this guy
That's what he refers to
will
himself.
suggest to you thousands
Everything.
of shows,
Everything.
everything. Oh, you gotta watch this. You gotta watch. And you know what we
He
do?
don't even
I'm
give
not
you a
really
week.
we
Really
watch
a
it.
beat.
He don't give you a week, but you know what we do?
Yo, fam, did you watch it? Yo, fam, did you watch it?
And then
Yo,
we're
did
like,
you
yeah,
watch
we just started. You ain't finished, right?
I'm sorry.
But you know what?
been 24
Given-
hours.
But given the benefit
I'm
of
gonna
the
let you
doubt,
get your shit over and I'm gonna rebuttal your ass off right now.
awesome. I hope so, because you're banned. So
You can't ban a nigga
banned.
who watch everything.
You're
man.
banned.
It's
You
impossible.
don't watch everything. You discriminate.
Yeah, you do
Continue.
discriminate. So, but we do watch it. You know what I'm saying?
But he discriminates.
He discriminates.
Continue.
When you suggest shit to him,
And
it's
I
like,
go through certain criteria.
This criteria.
It didn't meet this criteria.
Yeah.
I can't watch this.
You
gotta-
These are my requirements.
What?
Yeah, this
Bro,
is like
we told you to watch Curb. Curb is about to end, my boy.
Bro.
And you like, yo, first five
I
episodes,
just want you
I
to
can't
watch
do
a
it.
movie, bro. Not even a series.
As a
a
person that did
movie.
watch The Raid, that first one was fire.
Thank you. I'm glad you saw it.
It was fire. So him telling me to watch the second one, I'm gonna watch it because the first one was fire.
I get it. But
So-
the rebuttal is, when did I tell y'all to watch Banshee?
You telling us about one show.
You telling us about one show.
I love this. You're telling us about one show
That's your
versus
rebuttal?
the
That's your
millions
flex?
of other shows that you have fucking.
Yes, that's
Banshee?
my flex.
Yo, bro.
Banshee.
I told you to watch
After every other show you put me onto that I've watched, the one show you're gonna
That
really
we
get
didn't
on in
watch.
your
Yes.
is Banshee.
Because you could have been finished with Banshee
I
by
watched
now.
Peaky
What about
Blinders,
all the other
whatever.
shows? Right.
Did you finish
I,
Peaky Blinders?
yes, I finished it.
What about
for
all the
you,
other
nigga?
Come on, bro.
Don't do it for me, nigga. Whoa.
You the one that suggested it.
You watched it too.
You
You
don't do it
told me.
because
You told me.
You
You
doing this
suggested
right
to
now
him
in front of
too.
company and shit?
Don't act like it was just
you
me.
told me to watch
There's no
it.
gun to your heads,
Oh
man.
my god.
Now there's no
Son.
gun to my head.
I'm sorry. I will get to the movie, okay?
I
about
I
Curb,
hope you
bro?
do.
Life be life.
I
Now
understand
life
that.
be life, and
But
then on Monday he
so-
gonna be like, "Yo, I just watched 3
On the
I'm
phone.
sorry. I'm trying to finish Yu Yu Hakusho real life action.
Yo,
That's fine.
I
but
finished.
again,
I finished
I go-
Yellowstone for 5 fucking seasons.
all right. Go
All
ahead.
right, hold up. I know we gotta get to this, but how long did it take you to finish Yellowstone?
A week and like a day.
A week in like a day.
And you
I
can't
am
watch Curb Your
recommend-
Enthusiasm.
Not even that.
I watched
you can't
7
finish
episodes
an hour
on Curb,
and 20
man.
minute movie.
I did. I watched enough Curb, bro. 7 episodes. Bro.
It's the first season, bro. It gets
How many
better.
more episodes I got left?
Of the first season?
Yeah.
You gotta. I
have
watched
to
the
check.
first season mad years ago. What do
Okay.
you want from me?
I'll check. I will watch The Raid sometime this week. Okay. You can't ban a nigga. It don't make no sense. It just doesn't. Because
He
you don't
knows-
have the time to watch half
We're
the shit I
going
sent to
into
you.
next year with
But I
new
watch
rules,
it.
all right?
I don't have the time.
New
but I watch
rules.
it. We are going to have some new
The
rules.
new rule
If
is
you don't
y'all
start,
can't
hang
fuck
on,
with
hang
me on
listen.
binging.
No,
So
no,
at the end of
no.
the day-
We're not
I
trying
already
to.
told you what the ban is. If you don't at least check out some of our suggestions, we're not going to talk to you about any more shows anymore that you want to
You don't
suggest.
talk to me right now.
Oh
What is
my
I be?
God.
Whoa, what is
When the last time we spoke?
Guys, you know what? Let's.
I've been watching Jujutsu Kaisen. You know how much shit we got to get off about that?
Oh my
I don't
God.
see you.
Well, you could call me. You have my
15
number.
minutes away. We were supposed to chill.
We
When?
were. Life be life, and we just
Yeah.
talked about it.
Yeah. Man said, yo, come through, bro.
I was,
I was
yeah,
like,
and
all
I was,
right, let
and
me
I
know.
was serious.
Ain't hear the nigga the whole fucking
Nah,
day, bro.
there we go. You gonna
I'm like,
call
yo,
me
I'm about
out,
to
but
chill,
yeah.
my nigga. I'm
I'm
about to
sorry,
kick his
I'm
ass and
sorry.
smash
Alright,
bros
you
and
know
shit.
what? You know what?
Never heard from the nigga.
You know what?
All
fam.
right, guys.
I got you.
Oh,
I got you.
That's
I've
why
been
you
trying to
took your
invite his
controller.
ass to come over to get
Yo,
his
so that's
ass
why you
beat.
took your controllers back.
No, I play at my own one.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
he has it.
I was trying to hold it hostage, but
No,
you know,
you can't.
he came back for it.
Y'all don't, cause y'all don't call me no more. fam. We
Oh,
got beef too.
man.
What you mean?
I
Every
texted
Sunday,
you
I'm
last
in the-
Sunday after we got off the phone. I said, "Yo, is everybody there?" And I was about to dead come.
I
over.
didn't know I was supposed to monitor when everybody gets there. Everybody gets there on Sunday, and they all leave by
This one- I'm not.
9:30.
I like to call before I show up. This is the difference.
Well,
That's fine.
Todd, like you can
I'ma just
call.
show
You
up
live
at
15
5
minutes
o'clock.
away. You can just show up,
All right, you say
and then
this
you just
now.
wait
But you
for the
could
rest
be-
of
I'm
the
a
game.
courteous
But you-
person.
you
I like
got-
to not just
you
show
know,
up.
You could
and
be
shit.
with
No,
Hubby
you just
and
wait.
doing
You
your
just
thing.
wait. I will never call and be like, "Hey, when you coming?" I just wait.
It just be crazy if I show up at like 5 o'clock and nobody come that day. And I
That
just
is
feel like,
kinda
Well,
crazy.
clearly, two people that live in the house is gonna be there.
Well, yeah, that's a fact.
It's only two other people you're waiting
okay,
for.
all right, I remember that.
Okay.
And I owe you a run back and a hangout, so I got you.
No,
I
we
got
all
you.
three need to.
Yeah,
hang out.
yeah, no, we
Yeah.
yeah.
Y'all still
It's
need to
just-
get your ass busting some bowling and shit.
Oh, yeah,
All right,
okay,
now you
yeah,
wildin'.
yeah,
But we'll, bro.
Gonna lie, just
I
like
have
you lied
small-
about
I have
beating my
small
ass in
hands.
dominoes.
The fuck does that have to do with anything?
That means I'm a
You
technician
don't want the
with
smoke,
bowling, bro.
You don't even want the smoke.
I use the lighter ball,
I don't give a.
which means more velocity.
God,
I
so
use it
don't-
too.
Fuck with me.
I use
with
the
this shit.
medium weight ball.
Okay, I'm trying to warn you, player.
I'm warning you.
All right, brother. We will conclude this at another time. Would you like to start?
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
All right,
That's what I was
I'm
gonna
sorry.
say. We
We got
can't.
off a little topic. This happens a lot.
She can't have
Jesus
yeah.
Christ.
I mean, yeah.
So we got a married woman here.
That's right.
For how long?
6.5 years.
Oh wow.
Let's give a clap to that. Clap to that.
I got
look.
married young, but
Oh,
you know,
really?
yeah, I've been married.
Wasn't that young?
Huh?
Oh,
Wasn't that young?
It was young.
Oh.
In your 20s, early mid 20s,
Yeah.
Like 25.
25. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
young.
still pretty young.
That's like your prime.
Yeah.
You've honestly like that for most women that's like their goal. They want to be married before or during.
Some want to be
25.
married like
I
at
feel like
21
most
type
women want to
shit.
get married by like 30 at least.
Now.
Well, in the new
Now,
age,
because,
now
yeah,
I think
but-
it's like pushed back.
Even my ex, she wanted to be married by like 26. I was like, that's not happening. I was
You know,
like,
they have
24.
this idea of thinking like, yeah, you go to college, directly after college, you work for 2 years, boom, then you get married. Save enough money to get married.
Financially, at 26, fam, it ain't that easy.
Yeah, it ain't.
Nah,
it
not
ain't-
at all.
it
You
ain't.
gotta get used to.
That's definitely a thought.
Yeah,
It's
Yeah.
a thought.
it's
more than
possible, but
actually
you gotta
happening.
earn that.
Was
shit.
it? I have
So-
my first question. I'm assuming you wanted to be married. Like you proposed the marriage, right?
Oh, let me switch it up. Let me switch it up. for you.
Wait. Which question first? Come
Okay, we gonna get into that part.
on. Okay, go ahead.
No, I was I wasn't gonna get to that, but go ahead.
So first, your perception of marriage before you got married.
Okay, so my perception of marriage before I got married, before I even knew anything about marriage, it was always something that I did look up to. I did believe that was something that completing your life was part of the completion of your life.
Got it.
You know, I grew up with my mother. I had a mother and father. They were married.
Okay.
My grandparents kind of came from that type of lifestyle, but they wasn't really married, I would say. But
They
you
did
know,
the in-house separation type
no,
vibe.
they were just together for so long.
I was just about to ask you, were they
Marriage
married or
and
just
married.
together for a very
They were
long
just
time?
together for a very
Got
long
it.
time.
Got it.
And apparently, when he did decide to want to marry her, he passed away.
Wow.
Wow.
So
Tough shit.
yeah, so he died young, my grandfather. So
Okay, so the second one is after you got married.
So wait, let's go back to prior.
Oh, you got a little more?
So I always thought that, you know, marriage is this perfect thing. You marry somebody, y'all deeply in love, and it's supposed to be this perfect love story. You guys are supposed to it's just supposed to be great moving forward. I never thought about problems and arguments and none of that stuff. I just figured like,
Rude
you get
awakening
married,
and
you're
shit.
happy, keep it pushing. Now, to me, my new perception of marriage is totally different. I feel like it's more per se working through the kinks in life. It's not about, there is no end, if that makes sense. It's always a new beginning. You learn and you just keep growing and creating new memories. It's never a set thing. So that's how I look at marriage now.
Okay.
So yeah, and as far as how you getting into marriage, I was asking questions about that because I'm ready for this. Like,
Yeah, those was my first good questions I just started with. Y'all go off.
yeah.
Oh,
Well,
that's what-
Yeah, ask me
man.
anything.
When marriage was proposed, was it like an ultimatum, or was it something that you guys were planning, or something that did he? I guess my ultimate question is, did you know if he wanted to be married as well, or is it something that he felt like he had to do in order to stay with you?
So
That's why he should be here.
Yeah.
What, man?
You about to
So to be
do that
honest,
to my nigga,
Sorry for
bro.
slamming the table.
okay. So what I can tell you is that when I did date people, because I felt like I
You
dated
did with a
lot.
purpose, right?
I date with a purpose.
Alright.
So I date at first, obviously, you have your puppy love. You find somebody, you love them with no strings attached. You're in high school, you don't got no job, you ain't got
Right.
no money.
Yeah.
Like, that type of love is insane because you will love them floored, not knowing that there's more to life than just liking somebody, right?
Yeah.
So you find somebody, you like them, and then you realize, like, yeah, this is not it because this person is not your friend. This person is not good for you. This
Right.
mentally, physically, everything is just a hot ass mess. So I feel like that's where a lot of women mess up because they think that this is good. It's not. Then obviously you date. The next time I dated was because I figured like I need to date somebody with money because you get out of high school. Like I started my career at a young age. I'm not gonna lie to you. At 18, I got into my career and I was already making 6 figures by like 20.
Wow.
So I had money. So I always looked to find people who made as
On your level, basically.
This is good.
something in that nature
yeah.
because I realized that the people I dated before was more like I just kept building them, and then after a year, I'm just like,
What are you?
I only
looking
gave people like a year. I'm not gonna hold you. Like after a year, if I realized that
There's
nothing there besides just a friendship, it's like I couldn't see myself with that because I knew my end goal was to find somebody that I want to be with forever. So I dated. I dated for somebody with money who had a terrible, nasty ass attitude. I said clipped. I dated somebody that I liked that was really nice but had no money. and didn't believe in doing nothing and working for the white man.
Homosexual.
Got it.
Okay?
Homosexual.
And then I was just like, yeah, clipped. And then I realized, like, okay, let me find somebody that is a friend.
There's somebody too hot, too cold.
Yeah, I'm
They
like,
got
let me
this.
find somebody that's a friend. I am connected, who does accept my flaws, because that's a learning process. I was a female who had a ton of male friends. So any guy's initial, perspective of me is like, you got all these friends? You ain't never fuck with them? And it's like, no, they're my friends. Like, that's my friend.
We gonna get into that too.
So
If we being
just
realistic,
being that
that's a
type of
fight.
female,
Yeah,
and like I
that's a
told
fight.
you, I'm in a male-dominated trade. So
This is
that's
true.
another thing too. Like I click more with men.
Males,
Like
yeah.
I'm not in a female trade. Like I'm not a nurse. I'm not none of that stuff. So it's like I never been around enough females to kind of like click with them.
Right.
So despite the fact my brother being my best friend, and I've always been my brother, and that's how I met all these guys. So
Okay.
it's like that part of my life made it complicated when I met a spouse. So when it came to my husband, he clicked with all my friends. Actually, my friends flat left me for my husband. Let's talk about it.
That's actually a
Let's
good
talk
thing.
about it, Ty.
I ain't saying nothing.
All right, that's what I'm talking about. They
That's
all
actually a
flat
good
left
thing.
That's a
me.
good
I'm not
thing.
saying
though. Trust
nothing,
me.
Fred.
Yeah.
They
That's a
flat
good
left
thing.
me for my husband. It's okay. It's okay.
'Cause
We one big
that's-
happy family. It's all right. It's okay.
Okay. So I see you, like you said, you've been through the ringer. You dated someone that had money but had a terrible attitude. You dated someone that had the personality you wanted but just had no drive.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm assuming you met someone with that balance
Down the middle.
down that middle, right?
Mhm.
So just going back to the first question, was his goal the same as yours? Did he want to initially get married, especially knowing maybe your flaws or anything like that?
So being that I was this female that marriage was on the table from the
Like,
beginning, I
very
told him,
important,
listen, if you want to move forward with me, have kids, have a house, have these things, you gonna have to marry me. Like we gonna have to be married, or I'm gonna have to like you enough to even say yes. So
Like you
Like
enough
you
to
do.
you know,
say
like
yes.
no, because I feel like women think that. I feel like when it comes to marriage is in a man's ballpark. I tell women all the
Really?
time, a man has to want to marry you. Okay?
I mean, shit.
You could be the perfect woman.
I'm mistaken ballpark for benefit.
No, it's in your ballpark.
I
They have to
understand
want to
that.
marry us,
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
it's
this is
our
true.
job to say
All right,
yes.
I stand corrected.
So there's some women that say yes, and they you have no business marrying this man, but you say yes for whatever reason. But yeah, he can want to marry you, but you don't have to say yes.
Yeah,
That's just true.
You don't have
Damn,
to say
can you
yes.
imagine just getting told no in public? That
Shit
I be looking at
happens,
clips
bro.
like I'll be looking at.
But you
can I-
gotta know what you walking into.
But bro, in public, at least say yes and let's talk about it.
I
at
seen
home.
a dude. I seen a dude on
no,
TikTok.
I can't continue a relationship.
You
if
can't
you
say
no
yes.
in public.
All right.
In public though.
Hold on. I got. All right. Damn.
Go
Get
for
it off.
No, I want to ask.
But
Since
actually,
you were
she's a-
making six figures,
Mhm.
I don't know what your man was making at the time.
He wasn't making as much as me.
Okay.
And you're not here
perfect.
to defend yourself, so that's what we're going
How
with.
were you able to kind of accept him being, I guess, let's say starting or
You were dating
working
down.
in
Let's
his
just be
career?
real.
So,
So-
I wouldn't say dating down, because like I said,
Financially.
when I talk to people, I talk to them as a friend. I want to see where my friendship stands with you first, because I tell people, if you can't find a friend in your spouse, you already headed in the wrong direction.
Yeah.
Right.
You're headed in the wrong direction. If you don't see a friendship with them, why am I gonna date you? So I'm not gonna lie to you. A lot of the men that I dated, they were always around. They was there. They was my friends, or there was somebody who tried to talk to me and they liked me. Be like, you know what? I know you have somebody and you respect your spouse, your person, and you don't want to talk to me. But as soon as you get free, you back on the market. I'm gonna try to get you.
Gotcha.
Wow.
So it was always that type of men. So I'm not gonna lie to you. I can only talk for myself. Like when they did get me, they did try to stay with me, but I was the one who was like, I don't want to be with you no more.
Right.
You know, I put my foot down because I realized that we wasn't headed in the same path. So when it came to my husband, he's a little. I liked him because he never even knew what I did for a living.
Really?
Oh, wow.
He thought I was a hairdresser.
Making six figures?
Yo.
So I'm a licensed
Listen,
beautician,
man.
but I was also
Yeah.
Wow.
That's crazy.
So I did do hair on the side. I'm not gonna hold
Oh,
you.
okay.
But one time he asked, he's like, I was like, I'm gonna take the train from the city. You could just meet me. I'm gonna meet you up after work. And when he see me, he's like, what the fuck? It's like,
You had your uniform on?
I was dirty because I did construction. He's like, what the hell?
Wow.
And I'm just like, you didn't know I did construction? He was like, no.
That's
Did
the
I ever
crazy
ask
part.
you?
Sometimes niggas really don't give a fuck what a woman do, fam.
Man,
He was like,
I feel like
you never asked?
you
And
got
I'm
to.
like,
But he's
Sometimes
Ty's not
niggas
wrong,
just
though.
don't
As long as
literally
they ain't
think
some
about it. They
crazy shit,
so
like
want to
you-
fuck with the chick so bad they don't really care about like your occupation
gotta
type shit.
know.
yeah, so he never really asked me. So that was like a green light in my head because I'm like, okay, he don't really care if I made stones or freaking
As long as you have some
nothing.
sort of like.
Well,
tangible-
did you care if he
Yeah,
made
that's
stones?
what really
or-
Travis is
No, I actually didn't. I didn't because I felt like at our age, I wasn't expecting him to be well equipped. I already dated somebody who had money. He was a snob, so money was never like the issue. So I was just like, wherever he stands in his life, and, you know, he was in school and he was working part time, apparently, like, you know, working and in school. So I knew he had some type of destination, you know. So I'm like, okay, the fact that he's still in school, he's doing what he got to do. You know, he comes, he hangs out with me, he's still doing his schoolwork. You know, he made time, he balanced it. That made me believe that he was, you know, gonna be destined for greatness or something close to it, you know? So that was enough for me to say, okay, you know what? I don't mind being with this person right now and getting to know them and taking it, you know, further
Next
than
level.
what it is. And then what kicked me off completely was when I decided to bring him around my friends. And the way he just like locked in, I was like, all right, he the one.
Got it.
Yeah, man.
He's the one. Because Ty knows, like, I value my friends like gold. Like, they're my friends. Like, I fuck with them. Like,
You want to hear something crazy? Literally on the card right over here. Everything she's saying. I had a random phone call from a homegirl that before we were friends, we tried, you know, we were intimate, whatever, but it was better off on some friendship. That just randomly she calls me like, hey, can you tell this person we've never had a relationship and we've never been sleeping together and all this other stuff? I'm like, what is going on? And so I had to basically like, first of all, you're all the way in Virginia. I live here. Nothing's going on. What is, like, I thought this was a joke. And then it turned into, oh, well, I'm just letting him know because he thinks we're together and I can't speak to you anymore. I'm like, are you serious? Like, I've known you for 7 years.
Wait, she doing that for another nigga?
Yeah. For another, that to me is the
Niggas
most
be
like,
insecure.
bro.
Niggas
I
be
understand
insecure.
being like, okay, I understand being like, I don't like that nigga. I think he's trying to get with you. I can understand that part, but the insecurity of it all, you see what she just said, like that basically because her man was so secure in himself,
Yeah, that attracted
and knowing
her to
who
him more.
that attracted her to him more. Just I don't know. So clearly, like, so now I have no more ties to this person because she wants to cater to some dude who, if I could be honest with you, this shit ain't gonna last.
That's a
So
that's a
like,
flaw in her
Yeah.
though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
That's a flaw.
that
in
is
her.
a flaw.
That's how it. Come on, man. Y'all know when we start talking or you get with,
I get it,
with
but like
whoever,
if
you are on some like
it's something she doing
You
to
wanna
that
make that
nigga that
person
making
happy?
him insecure enough to
That's
have
what I
I
think.
wouldn't even say that.
But that's crazy to call you.
To call me,
That's like
You know.
for what?
literally on the way here.
Listen, sometimes.
And I hope you see this because I'm very disappointed. Like I'm dead serious. I this close to calling out your name, but
I
it don't even
definitely have
matter.
had like exes as friends where they mans was worried about me, and I'd be like, "Yo, bro, you won already. You got a kid with this person.
Yeah.
you moved all the way here with this person. Like, you know what I'm talking about. It's like, how can I take this person away from you out of all you invested?
right.
I'm not that great of a person to just snatch her away from you like that.
Yeah,
It doesn't make any sense.
Unfortunately, the male ego is very
Absolutely.
fragile.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it doesn't matter if it could be a house, you know, kids, dog, whatever.
It could be everything,
and
Yeah.
and
it's
still,
still gonna be like you still gonna
still
be
worry about
peeking
that
through the,
one
Right,
nigga.
right,
like,
right.
that
Yeah, you gonna
one
peek through the
nigga,
window
like,
Especially, let's be real.
yo.
If you had a girl and she had like all her friends are men, all her friends are men, and like most of them are like, let's be real, attractive, got something going for them. You kind of looking like,
something ain't right.
something ain't right.
But
Wait a minute.
again, that's the
What's going
male
on here?
ego. Like,
Yeah, and like I told you, a lot of people I date just automatically thought that, and I'm just like, no. Like my brother. You think my brother gonna make me even talk to these people?
right? Nah, that's true. That's true. That's a fact.
It's just
I think,
it's just
I
a
think a lot of
confidence
men
thing,
would,
fam.
would comment with that. It's like, yeah, I heard my brother's speech before, and then niggas
Yeah.
Nah,
back, you know
don't
what
get
I'm
me
saying?
wong. We had friends that was trying,
Yeah,
but like,
you
nah,
know?
we
Yeah.
ain't
So,
doing
oh, this
that.
is my
Like,
bro.
We're not gonna do
Oh,
that.
he's
Yeah.
just a friend.
This the bro.
We gonna
Yeah.
friend zone you.
Yeah,
Oh, baby, you.
And the
you
fact
know
that
what I'm saying?
like I know how they carry themselves and the
Right.
things they do, I'm like, listen. And you know, I'm the friend that just always find a problem with everything. I'm about to
See
roll with
everything,
you.
fam.
Everything. Like, they already know. If don't bring no girl around me when you got a girlfriend and you talk about your side girl, because I'm going to make her life a living hell.
Oh, damn. Well,
Like,
that's
so
shout out
they
to
just
you.
stop inviting me out. Like, it's okay.
Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Shout
I
out
just
to
took it
you.
as, you know what? They
Shout outs
respect
to you.
me.
I'm leaving
And
that
they know
alone, fam.
they know not to do these things, because if they try to play in my face and I know you got a girlfriend, especially if I like her, all hell gonna break. I'm gonna make her life a living hell. I'm
God.
the type of person that would stare at her. And she know I'm staring. I'm even turning my head.
Nah,
What
that's
you doing
crazy.
here? What you doing here? What are you doing here? I'm making her life a living hell.
So back to the marriage real quick. Back to marriage real quick. Do y'all have any questions before I keep carrying on?
No,
I told you, follow my lead. That was my only good 2 questions.
I just asked a
Ask
question.
him.
I literally just asked a question.
All right.
What do you
So I guess I should. I guess I should. Before I ask my question, just give a quick statement. So, I'm not. I wouldn't say I'm actively against marriage. I would say I'm cautiously against it, just off of the strength of modern society. You feel me? Like, a lot of people get married for their own particular reasons. I ain't gonna say the wrong reasons, because everybody got a reasons. Whether it's love, but anything could change. You know what I'm saying? I am one of those people that personally will, if I love you enough, I don't need like a ceremony or any type of thing to like stay with you for the rest of my life. I'm just with you for you. I would, however, like I've admitted to, like, if the woman in my life wanted that ring, and like she's like, listen, I love you, but like I want to get married, I would do it. I wouldn't want to, but just because I want to be with her. And that's not like the right thing you want to say, but in reality that's the case. So I guess
I got a question for you though.
let's go for it.
Would you be comfortable if you the love of your life said, "Yo, we don't ever have to get married. Let's just be together forever"?
Honestly, I think about that too. Like, but yeah, I think I'll be comfortable with that, because I can see myself doing it. I'm a monogamous person by nature. That's why I'm not quick to jump into relationships.
I know the hard part is society and
Yeah,
social media.
social
And if
media.
every female sees every other married woman getting
Could
married.
I
and
ask you a
shit.
question?
Please.
So, when it comes to marriage, do you think of it as something individually between you and a person, or something that you have, a perspective you have to set out for the world?
I think if it was me and the individual person, I look
Okay.
at the individual.
You look at the individual. You don't
Yeah.
care about,
Nah.
like, me personally, I don't got nobody that when, couples goals. I don't do that
no,
shit.
absolutely not. I don't
Like,
care. That's a good
Nah,
question.
yeah, nah,
That's a good question, because I don't.
No, because some people care more about
The perspective. The
look,
maintaining an
yeah.
image
The
look,
than
yeah.
actually having a marriage. Because if your fear of being married is because someone's gonna change, then your fear of dating should be the same thing. Because with dating,
Well, dating has no consequences, to be honest with you.
so that's what you think.
No, I mean in terms of, okay,
That's
if
what
we're
you
dating,
think.
if we're dating, right? You should have been here for this. So,
You stupid.
if we're dating, right, and it's going, like, let's just say long term, like to maybe a year, some change. Like, what assets are we changing? Like, we'll go on a few trips here and there. We're going on a few dates. The most we're sacrificing with each other is time. But like, in terms of time, yeah, we can't get back. Nothing's merging between us. Yeah, like, you have your thing, I have my money. We share it with each other, unless you're talking about a specific, different kind of relationship. Then that's different. But the way not to real quick, but in terms of dating versus marriage, dating you can get out of. Like, it could just be like, I don't want to talk. I don't think this is working
You
out.
can get out of dating. You think that you can get out of dating easily.
Not maybe
When there's
easy
no
as
strings,
in,
mentally, no.
No, not easy as in.
Financially-
Sorry to cut you off. Not easy as in, like, it's as simple as like, all right, I don't want to be with you, because it's never that easy. But easy enough to say, it's not working out between the two of us. We don't have to like focus on who gets what. We don't have to focus on who takes the kids. We don't have to focus, like, there's no stuff like that.
There is if you have kids and you're unmarried.
Oh, we're not. We didn't mention kids. You just said that
you
we're
said
dating.
kids. I'm just saying, like, you said kids.
No, I meant like in the terms of marriage.
Yeah.
Like, I'm comparing marriage to dating, right? Like, when it's dating, I'm talking about dating in the perspective like we're two single people with no kids. We're just dating, and we're in a relationship, right? Versus we're married now and we do have kids and a house and assets and income that we're bringing in together. Even most likely, I would assume, not to get into the business, that you and your husband may have like some sort of joint account, whatever, stuff like that. That's when it gets a little muddy because now there's assets involved.
Yeah, and there's entitlements.
There's
and, you have to
entitlements and
split
stuff like
these
that.
Things.
That's
Okay.
what I say in terms of
Alright.
difficulties. Like, I'm not saying in terms of the, like, you know, it's obviously like when it comes to love and all that stuff, like, it ain't just simple as like bye.
Yeah.
But I could just walk away. I would hurt, but I won't lose anything in terms of value. Like in marriage, I guess my fear, I'm gonna just put it out there. My fear is my life could be over because most of that could go to you because that's what generally happens in terms of.
If you don't put your paperwork right, yeah.
Yeah, but most women don't. Not you, but most women don't like that.
I don't generalize marriages. So,
That's fair.
you know, I don't generalize marriages. I feel like relationships and marriages should be based on what you perceive or what you want from it, right? So when you walk into a marriage, it should be based on what you and your spouse believe they want or need from this marriage or this relationship, whatever it is, right? So when I walk into a marriage, I had standards. I had, hey, I know you want kids. If it was up to me, I'll just wait till I'm 30 to have kids. But if you want kids, you know, I'd rather be married. If you want to buy a house, I'd rather be married. You know, we definitely got a car in each other's names before we got married. But, like, we kind of moved a little bit faster, too, because we also had a kid within, like, maybe a year and a half or 2 years into our relationship. So it's like, how do I say it? Like, if you fear marriage because you're scared of change or this person possibly changing on you, then marriage is not for you. In a relationship, we all change. Things happen in life that could change how you feel. Like, I never experienced death, like anyone close to me dying. The journey I was on 2 years ago from losing 2 friends in a matter of 2 years, one actually passing away a block away from my house, and how I had to handle that type of pain, my husband never experienced me in that manner. So it was something new he had to deal with. And my behavior and the things I did wasn't his norm of me, but he had to work through it. We had to work through it because that's what we vowed. So I feel like marriage is more of what are you willing to work for to make sure that we work. Where in a relationship, it's like, all right, whatever. If you don't want to work, I'm walking away. Who cares? Like, I don't got nothing tied to you. So marriage holds you tighter to somebody because it's more of an importance thing. You know that this is what you want and you're gonna fight for it.
You're right. You're right.
So,
but I like not to cut you off. I like what you said. It's about earlier. You said it's both of you what you want out of the marriage, not just one person. Both of you. A lot of the times, I find that women want what's best for them. Not all women, but generally in marriage, it's like I want something out of this marriage, and it doesn't matter what you want.
Those people don't work for it though.
Yeah, and just a quick correction. I'm not exactly afraid of the change. I'm afraid of because I'm very accepting of change. It is scary, but in terms of like the world needs to adapt. It's just human nature. Everything adapts. Our mindset change. I never would have thought to grow my hair out years ago. Like I was the fade guy. You know what I'm saying? My perspective on everything changed. But I guess what I'm worried about is like in terms of how you feel about a person. Obviously, that can change. And actions, there's a lot of variables to that, you know, based on the actions that a person do and everything. But are you the type of person, what if I'm with the type of person that's not willing to talk about these changes, but instead seeks comfort in someone else?
that's not somebody you should marry.
Definitely.
How would you know that? though?
That's what I try to say. You should find a friendship in your person. If you could have uncomfortable conversations, because my friends, I can have uncomfortable conversations with them.
Absolutely.
You should be able to have uncomfortable conversations with your spouse. You should be able to express how you feel. You shouldn't have any fear to talk about your feelings with your spouse. You should not, sometimes we are hesitant about how we say it, because I am hesitant about the things that I say to my husband, because I talk to him way different than how I talk to my friends. I think about it and then I talk. Okay? With my friends, whatever comes out, and I apologize later. But you know, you handle them differently, especially when you love someone and you do care for someone and you want things to work. You're gonna handle them differently. So in my marriage, like, you know, things do happen, and you know, like, I try my best to communicate with my husband. I'm like, listen, you don't gotta talk to me right now, But when you do get the words and when you do figure out how to express it to me, I'm here and I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna listen.
That's a patient person.
You know, if you don't want to do it now, you want to do it next week. I'm gonna just and I'm not gonna lie to you. I'll be forgetting stuff. So sometimes I type it in my phone like, remember to ask Tariq what's going on about this, da da da.
and that.
Because I tend to forget, and sometimes me forgetting, he believes I don't care. But it's like I can't keep so much stuff in my brain when I have regular everyday things. I have 2 children. I have a 7 and a 6-year-old. They're busy as hell. So you know, it's like, you know, prioritizing regular life, making sure they got their lunch and packing their lunch and feeding them. It's a lot. Right. So sometimes I tend to forget. But then I'd be like, oh yeah, I remember I had to you know, and I do apologize a lot. You're gonna be saying sorry a lot. And you gotta really mean it too. Because people tend to say sorry because they're like, all right, let me just say sorry and keep it pushing. Yeah. But I genuinely do be sorry. I'm like, listen, I'm so sorry. Definitely I know we had to do this and I totally forgot. You know, I take accountability when I mess up. Like, listen, I'm sorry. Like, but can we start over? Like, what could I do to fix this? Like, like, you know, like, and that's about it. And it's like 2 people willing to constantly work. Mm-hmm. That's what I feel like my marriage is based on. I don't want to talk for people in general. Some people do marry for money. Like I told my husband, if our marriage don't work, I'm marrying for money. I'm not gonna lie. My second marriage gonna be money.
See, that's what I was gonna ask you. Well, since y'all got married early, I have 2 questions. Since y'all got married early, I know I've gotten a lot of, I don't want to say advice, but I've heard a lot of conversations where it's like marriage is a business. Yeah. So my question to you is, do you believe that marriage is a business?
Slightly.
Okay.
Yeah.
In what sense?
I do think it's a business in a sense where it comes to your assets. When it comes to purchasing certain things and how you have it adjusted and who it goes with and where it goes, it is. Because in an event like me, like in an event we decide to separate, we have to write stuff on paper to make sure it goes through. We can't just say, we're going to verbally say it because who's to say we break up for whatever reason, and then it's like, oh,
some people get
that's not what you know.
Right.
You get upset, you start doing things out of anger, and then it don't make sense. So yeah, we do have to do certain things on paperwork because that's not what we agreed to. This is what we agreed to when we did this, and we sticking to it regardless if we going through the mud or not. So it is a business in a sense because you can't handle things verbally. It's not gonna work because as soon as emotion gets into it, that could go right out the window. That's a fact. You know, like I made comments to my husband like too. Like if you decide to want to leave me, I'm worth $2,000 a month. So if you can't afford that, it don't make no sense. Leave my ass. You know?
Wow, straight up.
So you know we laugh about it.
So business is only on the financial part. Is there anything else that you treat as a business?
No, I wouldn't say. No, I wouldn't say. I
would say it sounds like you kind of go with the mindset, and I've heard this recently too. Where it's like someone told me straight up, if you're gonna get married, I mean, obviously you want to do it for the right reasons, love and everything, but you have to go with the mindset that this could possibly end. And
it's the realistic thing that you always have to do because anything can end.
Is that a statement you feel like can?
I think it is true. Like we have kids involved, and I'm not gonna lie to you. The life that we live as of today, I need my husband. Right. If he decides to walk away from me financially, I am going to be struggling. So I'm going to expect him to pay. Right. It sounds messed up.
Run your shit, nigga.
It sounds, but if I was in a better financial situation, I did have money and I didn't need it, I wouldn't take it.
Got it.
I wouldn't take it. Me personally, I wouldn't take it. You know, if it comes to the kids and the 50-50, I'm not giving him my kids 50-50. I'm going to try to discuss it and say, where do they need to be so that their life is not uproared. If I have to keep them for 5 days, you only get them for 2. All right, we just gonna have to do that. You know, we're not. I'm not in the business of that type of stuff like that. You know, I would agree to certain things if it doesn't, you know, mess up my kids.
Right.
You know,
gotcha. I get it.
I'm not gonna do that. Like, you know, sometimes people are when their marriage do end. You know how you see like people living in the basement and their mom and dad is not together? Yeah. I finally understand that because sometimes you get married and financially, mentally, y'all not together, physically or mentally, but y'all finances so tied in. It's like, we separated, but we married. Like
out of everything you just said, out of everything I added to you, where it's like the possibility of the person leaving, you know what's my biggest fear? Staying with a person I no longer love. I have a family member like that.
Now you're just being miserable.
Bro,
I don't think it's worth it. I'm out.
Yeah,
When a
keep-
nigga fed up.
One last question is, do you have any advice for those that are engaged, maybe first year married, whatever, thinking about proposing, any of these things? Any advice?
One advice I would give people is that it's important to have uncomfortable conversations.
Got it.
It's so important because having these conversations will actually get you to learn your spouse better. So learning like, hey, I don't like when you rub your feet on me because they crusty. I want you to get a haircut every 2 weeks. Like, people think it's a controlling thing to do, but we like what we like. And I don't think you should suppress what you like because, you know, like, it's like, oh, you being controlling. No, I like what I like, right? These are the things that I like. And you might not want to do it how often I want it done, but like, let's agree to something together. Like, I told my husband, like, he paid to get my nails done. I asked him, I was like, do you like this? Because obviously I work in a trade where I can't do my nails this often. I'm like, hey, do you like that? He said, honestly, I don't really care for these things, but like, it's
like
nice.
Yeah,
It's nice.
it's just a
It's
thing.
nice.
thing.
But then there's some guys that like their women hair done all the time, toes done all the time. Like, they like well-groomed women. So it's important to have uncomfortable conversations so you can understand
Best to
what
do
you're
them
getting
early,
into.
too.
You know, and you should
Real
have it
early.
early. Another thing I try to give people advice is like, listen, with age comes wisdom. You need to learn from your friends and the older heads. And look at what they went through, and you learn from them. Listen to their stories. Comprehend what they're saying, and you build a better life for yourself. People tend to think like, oh, listening to their friends and all their drama, that, oh, I had got married and my marriage is so bitter and he left me with nothing. Bro, I think you can learn from everybody. If a woman comes to me and tell me about her husband and all these things he did wrong, and I'll just listen. And I tell myself, yeah, I ain't never going to do that. But it's never going to make me stop believing in love. Those type of situations, it don't faze me. And getting advice from people that may not be married, it's not a bad thing. Just listen to them. Take advice as you please, and you make your own decision on that. So, and then having single friends is not bad. People tell married people that having single friends are not bad. I don't think it is, but putting yourself in situations with your single friends are bad. So I'm like, it's okay to have single friends. I have a lot of single friends. Like, you know, I would love them to be married. I would love for them to, you know, have kids. Like, I would have
I want
kids.
them if all they talk about is how
You know,
single they are or whatever.
and what
or
they do.
What they, I don't want to be married. You married ain't for me. You know,
Yeah.
shit.
That's not true. I've been living through y'all for God knows how many years now.
Yeah, but I can make a comment right now, but I'm not gonna say anything because
But
we gotta
We gotta close it up.
We gotta wrap it up.
We gotta
We gotta
close
close it up.
So, shout out to Caitlin for pulling up
Thank you.
for
Thank
the
you.
podcast.
Thank you.
Really appreciate you.
Thank
Hopefully
you.
another
This was a wonderful
time.
conversation. Yes.
Yeah, we could definitely get it in real quick.
Yeah,
Maybe.
bring hubby.
Bring
He's
Maybe-
trying to get this- you know
maybe
what
he'll
I'm saying?
pull up
Drag him.
Maybe.
for some other shit.
Yeah.
We'll figure it
Does he
out.
watch anime? We got something for that too.
No, he don't. But it's okay. We'll find a way to get some more people
What
in
niggas be
this.
doing other than anime and gaming?
Sports, nigga.
Oh yeah. No,
Smash
we gotta
Bros.
talk about sports. Damn, we don't got enough time.
Yeah.
All right, everybody.
All right. Want to say thank you. I don't know for sure if we're gonna do one before Christmas or before the year ends, but we'll figure that out.
We'll figure that out. Regardless,
sorry for
everybody,
the-
Merry Christmas.
Yeah,
Happy
Happy
New
New
Year.
Year.
Happy New Year's.
Stay blessed. Stay warm. Such and such.
Less stress, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, facts.
Peace. Nothing but peace and mental health. Officially.
Oh, my last thing I want to say. Yo, Draymond Green,
Draymond.
You a different menace.
that's it.
Menace to society.
That's it.
Get
wish
that
we had
boy
time,
off the
bro.
streets.
I
He's
wish
an
we had
idiot.
time.
He's
All right.
That man
Yeah.
a DC villain.
Appreciate it.
Yo, they said this man's a joker.